Wow. Well, I could get that kind of reception at home. My dogs are the only ones that greet me like that. That's awesome. That didn't come out the way I meant it to. Scratch that, reverse it. How you guys doing? You holding up okay? Is this an awesome con or what? Well, I thought we'd have a nice little family chat here and see what's on your mind. So I guess this is kind of set up as a Q&A. We'll just kind of keep it loose. And for those of you that didn't come to the panels, maybe you got some new questions. Anybody got questions? Okay. All right. Hold that thought for a second. For those of you who don't know who I am and you just think I'm some random guy that wandered up on the stage, I am. And I'm also Steve Bloom. I come from LA. I'm a voice actor. I've been doing it for about 20 years. And started in anime and will probably die doing anime because it's what I love. And so I'm here with you in beautiful Pittsburgh, and I really appreciate the warm welcome you guys have given me. It's really an awesome place to come. So I thought we'd open it up to you guys, see what's on your mind. So pop those hands up again and we'll get going. All right, you're right there in the hat. What was the question? What happened at the end of Big O was the question. You're looking at a guy who has no idea what happens at the end of any show, honestly. And that said, Big O, I have no idea what happened at the beginning of that show.
Wow!
I never really understood what was going on with Big O, but I love the way it looked, and I just thought it was a cool show, and so your guess is as good as mine, dude. And I think that's the way they planned it. So if anybody has the answer to that question, tell him, will you? Okay, how about you right here? The question was, what did my family say when I decided to become a voice actor? My dad just said 2 words, backup plan. And up until about, I'd say probably 2 years ago, he was still saying that. It never really dawned on them that this could be a profession. It never really dawned on me that it could be a profession. Originally I thought I was going to be a doctor. My dad's a doctor, and then I thought I was going to be an oceanographer, and that didn't work out so well because my academic skills weren't up to par. And then I worked as an executive for a film company, worked my way up to head of marketing for a film company. Then I became a musician for a while, and then sort of fell into this on the side. So it was sort of this gradual thing that I didn't plan and I didn't expect, and I didn't even realize that I was a professional voice actor until about 5 years into it. And I still didn't consider myself an actor until somebody pointed it out to me that that's what I was doing. So for me it was just fun, and it still is, and I think that's the reason I stayed in it for 20 years. My parents are finally coming around now. I don't know if they've ever seen an episode of anything all the way through. They're not into cartoons, they don't play games, and they are getting a little bit of street cred though from their friends and their friends' kids, which is kind of fun. So my dad is actually using me for his street cred now. Isn't that awesome? Never thought that would happen. But anyway, they're very accepting of it now, and they kind of get it. So they still haven't been to one of these things, though, and I think it would kind of shock them. They have no idea. They just have no idea. So good question. I saw another hand behind you. Where did that go? Right there. Yes. Probably, did everybody hear his question?
Yeah.
Okay. The fondest memory I think I have of Big O's in the scenes where I didn't have to scream, "Showtime!" You know, it was so long ago, I don't really remember day-to-day instances while we were recording the show. And also because I didn't really know what was going on, everything was kind of a cold read. on that show. I didn't get any advance notice of the script. I'd walk in, and 5 minutes later I was recording. So everything was completely out of context. It was just kind of one of those quick in and out sort of things. So I don't have any tragedies that happen in the booth on that show. But it was just a good time. It was all my buddies. It was a lot of the same people that worked on Bebop that were working on Big O. So it was in a great studio. It was a place called Magnitude 8. And it was like working with family. So it was working with family. And they're buddies of mine. So it was just really easy, fun sessions. Very cool to do. Okay. How about in the pink right here?
Do you have a favorite Mugen line?
Favorite Mugen line? I don't remember any Mugen lines. If you got one, maybe you could do it. Hand her the mic. Have her do a Mugen line. Does everybody want to hear her do a Mugen line?
Yeah! Woo!
It's on you, baby.
Oh my god.
Ain't easy, huh?
No.
Come on, go ahead.
50 dumplings.
Nice. Okay, everybody get ready.
Woo!
Awesome. Okay, how about the guy in the red right back there? I should choose people in groups so you don't have to run so far. I'm sorry.
I really liked your work in Dot Hack.
Thank you.
What was your favorite role to play? Like, which series was your favorite to play out?
Of any series?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have a favorite, honestly, because I sort of lock into whatever series I'm working on today, basically. And so my favorite this week is Transformers, because that's what I'm working on. And you know, but at the time, I would say Dot Hack was. At the time, I would say Bebop was, or Final Fantasy. Digimon was huge. And Digimon was a big benchmark in my career. I got to do stuff in there that I had never done before. And landing the role of Guilmon kind of changed my life. Instead of doing the big creepy monsters that are ripping limbs off of other monsters, you're a nice little dinosaur that is red. So that was kind of fun. So it really depends on what the week holds. Wolverine was certainly up there.
Woo!
Because I'm such a fan of X-Men. Always will be. Green Goblin, I don't know. So many different things. And Roger, of course. And Leron. Because he was a departure from everything else I had done before. So that was kind of fun. And I like changing it up. How about the guy right here in the white? I'm going to try to keep in group for you so it makes it easier.
At the end of Cowboy Bebop, when I was watching it, it kind of seemed like it was like a little misleading, but I loved the show. Everything was cool about it. Loved it to death. Watched it like every night at Adult Swim. But like at the end of it, it was like the old Indian dude was telling him like there's a star that never died or something. And I was like, that is he telling me he ain't dead, or is he like, is there another part of him or something? Like I couldn't catch it.
That's a brilliant question, but again, I'm a voice monkey. I have no idea what their intention was. I would never venture a guess. I would say you'd have to write to the powers that created that show for an accurate answer. In my opinion, Spike never died.
Nice.
I know that they wanted to end the show because they felt it was perfect the way it was, and it was cool. But I'd always had that hope open that it might continue at some point. And Spike has gone through so much crap.
Right?
I mean, so what if he was shot 500 times? Who cares? You know? Get up, have a cup of noodles with some beef in it, and he'll feel fine.
Right?
How about right here, in the front row?
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Having to wear clothes.
Wow!
Yeah, it's restrictive. It wouldn't be pretty for anybody if I didn't, but, you know, when I'm in my studio at night, I'm in there in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm a happy camper, you know. Did you say take them off? No, you don't want to. That's why I'm a voice actor. I have a radio face and body.
Run out of
I can't
memory.
even match my socks. I just
Can't
realized I'm
record
wearing a pair of
anymore.
socks that don't match my
Deuces. Eteco.
Oh, gosh.
Signing off. Peace.